Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Ideally, though.
Ideally, though.
I'm your host, Erica, and with me is my hubby, my bestie, my butterbiscotch.
Yeah. What up out there in audio and YouTube land?
We are in the middle of August.
Yeah,
That fast.
it's pretty quick. My birthday was just here and came and went.
Yeah. How did you
I
like your birthday?
had a good time. We did stuff just at home,
Yeah.
which was super simple and like super nice. That's kind of like what I want anyway, usually. You know what I mean?
hmm
And that was cool. Moms came through, sis came through. You guys made me brownies. That
Have
was
you even
fucking
ate the
awesome.
brownies?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Because your stomach was full.
Yeah, no, okay. So I like ate myself into sickness on my birthday
Yeah.
because when moms came through, she made her taco salad, which is
Yeah, that was
like
good.
the thing, right? And then I went out and grilled up some steaks,
hmm
street taco style, and I ate 2.5 giant bowls of that, and I just felt so terrible, like I hated myself. I was like curled up while we were all in like the living room, basically talking, right?
Yeah.
I was just curled up in my chair, rocking back and forth, and still engaging completely, like
Yeah, it didn't
completely
seem like it
engaged.
was. It seemed like your stomach hurt a little bit, but not like
Oh,
maybe
I was
how.
writhing in pain, but I wasn't gonna let it stop me because I was like, "You did this to yourself, and it's your birthday,
Right.
yes." So like,
Yeah.
thank you uh, to the kids and everybody. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. I really had like a great, simple time. I mean, I got a bunch of drink for my
hmm
decanter, and yeah. So I'm happy. I'm a happy boy. It
Yeah.
was a happy birthday for sure.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We used to do dinner, but we just did something small here.
yeah.
Yeah.
We usually do some things, but I mean, I've been so. The thing is like you took into consideration, which was nice. I've been so busy. Just work has been really just like on my back
Yeah.
like crazy. So like with that being said, like you left it simple, which was like super appreciated because I didn't really have to do anything.
You're usually like that anyways. You're like, it's my birthday. It's another day I work on my birthday. I'm like, I always take my birthday off
I
the
mean,
week.
yeah, honestly, yeah, you have a week
Yeah.
usually. You usually have a week, which I mean, I don't mind it. Me and you had some deep discussions about that. Maybe we could get into that maybe for a future podcast date about
Yeah.
like that type of stuff because that was really an enlightening conversation to say the
hmm
least. In all honesty, uh, but yeah, like I said, I had a really good birthday. Nice and simple, cool with the fams, nice drink, some video games. I
hmm
just had a really simple, nice time. So thank you again.
I'm glad you did. Let's get into some stuff, just some housekeeping stuff that's been
Okay.
going on. So, Tory Lanes,
All right.
10 years.
10 years. I mean, he's getting what like time served like about 304 days, right? Not
hmm
exactly a year. He's getting some time served applied, but essentially it's still 10 years.
Do we think that he should get 10 years?
Um.
I guess your opinion.
Okay. Okay. Taking into account, I'm a two-way lover, right? So that be known. Uh, with California's rules, I think it goes with what they stand on. Like they're standing 10 toes down on that. Not
Okay.
to mention, you know, um, with how things were very terribly publicized, how the court case was honestly handled. I think Tory had a shit lawyer, in all honesty, because he didn't get
hmm
the chance to speak or defend himself whatsoever. Like he should have took the stand at least in one way, shape, or form, right? You would think to like at least state his own personal case.
Maybe.
But his counsel told him not to, and that's one thing that a lot of people, at least online, and I already agree when I heard he wasn't going to. But like I feel as if the 10 years is something that should stick, and it's gonna set a good example. He is a not of this nation, right? He's a
Yeah,
Canadian.
he's Canadian.
You know what I'm saying? So like you also shoot an American and she's at this point in her career like America's sweetheart. At the end of the day, like they had to set it some
It was
semblance of an
like a
example.
low key attempted murder if you kind of looked at it a little bit deeper, but it just felt like everybody's stories was off, and if he really wanted to, I feel like he didn't say things that he should have to maybe
That's what
lessen
I'm saying.
his sentence.
That's exactly what I'm
Not saying
saying.
that he was told not to. I'm just saying he was withdrawing things. I feel like there's four people probably that know what happened, and all you guys' stories are off. And I feel like y'all talked about it a little bit. Then y'all got mad at each other. Then here come police and here come trials and stuff like that. Because I think even Meg said that she didn't say anything at first because she was trying to protect him, like protecting a black man.
Of course.
But I was like, if it was all that, you could have said something earlier. But I feel like they had a conversation. They cooled off.
I mean, if I must say, I feel like all of it is fishy. I don't believe
Yeah.
anybody in the whole thing. I think the whole thing is nasty.
Hmm.
Tory, got security, and security is there for a reason. Let security do their job. If shit gets start getting rowdy,
Yeah.
that's what they're there for. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, at the end of the day, I don't really. Nobody really knows the details except for the individuals who were there, right?
Right.
But with how everything has been painted and has been put out, it's on record. He was told to not go on the stand and state his case. It was on record. I mean, that's one reason why the judge went and said the way he acted was how he should have acted, but also the reason why he got the 10 years.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
I think people are forgetting that judges are regular people too. They have kids. They're on social media, and when you say things that you don't like the judge,
Yeah.
they're racist.
Mhm.
You're taunting her with songs.
Mhm.
That probably played a
Yeah, played a big part. I'm
yeah.
sure. I'm sure. And so I think lessons are learned here. I don't think character is earned here between anybody. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I don't think anybody looks at any individual person in this the same way. I don't think
yeah,
any person on earth thinks that any one of them individually the same way.
everyone got tainted a little bit.
Yes,
Hmm.
I mean, and I mean, it sucks that Meg was, was harmed in the middle of that. Not to take anything away from her being a black woman, first off, right, being harmed, but like, it still taints something about what has been going on with her and the rest of everybody else. So I don't know. I think it's a whole nasty type of situation, but I do believe that the 10 years is honestly, you know,
This is a case of another situation where one night of fun, one
mm,
night of drinking, because the people say she is sloppy drunk, that Meg Thee Stallion is sloppy drunk. One night
interesting.
of fun and jealousy and drinking can really cost you a part of your life.
Yeah, yeah, it could cost you a real big significant chunk of it. I
Hmm.
mean, you got children, my guy.
I wouldn't say I'm about protecting black men, protecting black people, black women, but um I feel like he could have maybe got 3 to 5 because
Oh,
of
interesting.
how the holes in everybody's story was.
Mm.
Y'all was all there. Y'all have eyes. You know what happened, but
Now, I'll say this. I can agree with you if it wasn't in California. But with how
okay.
their gun laws are, that's why I say they stood 10 toes down on it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
maybe it just was warranted for that
I
state.
mean, with the type of 2A I have, right? I would be a felon out there, and I would have to pay on certain things if we moved out there because of just something that came installed on my gun stock. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's they don't play around down there. It's scary. They don't play around when it comes to the gun stuff, and for him to have something that's unregistered, you know what I'm saying? It's nasty. It's all nastiness all around, and you did some dirty shit. So you gotta sit. You gotta sit and take a time out. That's a cop out. That's a cop
Oh
out.
man.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
mean, hopefully he'll make some music in the jail.
All like R. Kelly and Lil Wayne and everybody who went before. And
Well,
all
like Terrence
they
Howard on Empire, snitch,
oh,
bitch,
Jesus.
snitching ass.
I fucking hated that show.
So maybe I don't know, but yeah, we all got to think about that. Y'all high profile people and y'all doing weird dumb shit.
Yeah, like, I mean, set some good examples.
Yeah,
Maybe? You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. We'll probably get some more as things unfolds.
Right, right.
But there was something new that came out that was just had my I kind of cocked my head like
Okay.
what
What you got?
when Wayne Brady came out and said he was pansexual.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Now,
right.
is it surprising? No, I don't think, but I don't think that he's pansexual.
Oh, wait. Are you thinking what I. Am I thinking what you were thinking right
I
now?
don't know what we
Like,
thinking. You trying to
maybe
take over the world?
Pinky in the Brain style? Are you thinking he's bisexual or just gay?
I think he could be bisexual.
Okay, okay.
I think that because white people like him, black people like him, white people love him, that the brand was like,
Image
it
style.
was image. And they were like, you know what? Because you're still figuring yourself out,
Hmm.
And let's go ahead and say that you're pansexual, you love everyone.
Interesting.
I also think that this could be a possibility that he could have gotten, somebody could be trying to blackmail him. So you can't burn
Huh.
me with my own tea.
I
I'll
do.
put it out there.
Ooh, you can't burn me with my own tea
So
is
that can be
great.
a thing too. That I mean that could potentially be a thing. But I think that he's an older man and he kind of stated he didn't really know the definition of pansexual.
Mm.
I think it was his reps and white Hollywood saying, "We everyone loves you. Let's not do this. Let's say that you're
If everybody
pansexual."
loves you, you should love everybody.
Yeah,
Type of
it's
shit.
trying to give him rainbows, unicorns. I love everyone. Give me a hug. I think that he's trying to figure out himself. I think he's right now probably saying, "I'm bisexual," and they're like, no, 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 no. Let's
It.
do the Janelle Monáe thing and say you're
Oh,
pansexual.
interesting.
It's safe.
I feel like if that is the case, that's unfortunate because
Let him be himself.
let him be himself and let him be happy. Because Ordinary is a fucking great album,
He is
sir.
a everybody loves Wayne Brady, and so
Yes.
we don't care.
Yes.
If he was to say he was gay, I'd be like, okay,
Okay, okay, Wayne, just keep singing and being
yeah,
awesome,
it
please.
wouldn't be like, oh, but
Can you
I
bring
think
back Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I
Like,
think they have
oh, is it? Because
I think they have a new
I will
one,
lose my shit.
but I think I don't know. Maybe I was looking at an old. I don't know, but I, I I think Hollywood loves to try to put you in a certain box, and
Mm,
once people really start liking you on a regular basis, let's not tarnish their image of you. Don't tarnish your own image.
that's fair.
I think later on he'll probably tell us, you know what, I was pressured, and I think I am bisexual. I think I now know that I'm gay.
You heard it here, okay? So just know, mark this episode. If it come out later, future teller.
Listen, I'm clairvoyant, okay? I'm psychic. I have a third eye.
That's great.
Yeah.
I would love for him to be happy, and if this is true,
Mhm.
fantastic. And if not, live you, be happy. We love you anyway.
You really got me into some Wayne Brady music.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I knew him from Whose Line Is It Anyways,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then he did his little cameo on the Chappelle show.
Skyrocket, right?
But the music was like,
Yeah,
I knew he could sing because he had residency out here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I was like, this man is
Dope,
a gem.
dope. He's
I love
good.
Wayne Brady.
Like he's really good.
So, yeah, if you're asking me, I think putting a label, which people love to say they don't like labels, but then there's a whole bunch
There's all
of
this
it.
shit now.
I
So
think saying you're pansexual is safe, at least for a man and a black man.
mm,
So
safe.
it's a safe
That's so
label. Yep, I do.
unfortunate. That's so close to being like token. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is considered
Right,
a
but like
token
I
black
don't want
man.
to. I wouldn't want that for
I
him.
wouldn't
You know
want
what
it
I
for him
mean?
either. He's. I think everyone knows that he's sweet and he's
Yeah.
probably like a joy to work with,
Mm.
but it would too much kind of fuck with his brand.
Yeah,
So
man. Live your life, Wayne. Live
yeah.
your life. Love who you love, bro.
hmm Okay, I have something else.
Okay.
I got my cue
Oh, I
cards.
love it. Go ahead,
Okay,
bring it on.
so there is an MIT student that uses his mind to browse the internet, order pizza. He created this like
Oh
device
shit.
after he graduated from MIT.
Before Elon. How embarrassing is that?
All you have to do is think in your mind. So he has this. It's like attached to his ear. Yeah,
Oh.
and he just can think it. So if you ask me a question,
Right.
I'll re-ask it in my head,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll have a little voice in the device, and it'll tell him.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's lit.
So it's a mind control device that is
Okay.
connected to your ear
Mm-hmm.
by capturing brain signals intended for the vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
It's called like an alter ego communication thing, I guess. But it uses, let me see, inner ear via vibrations. So
Okay.
it was a
There's bones here that headphones bone headphones sit on that actually vibrate and you can hear the music even better. They
oh,
don't
that's
go into
cool.
your earbuds. They vibrate along. I forgot. I think they're occipital, some shit like that. Bone or whatever the fuck around here. They're really neat.
It's
They're
a cool
expensive, but they're
little
really neat.
it's a cool little device. It's a little big, so if he can probably
Of course,
minimize it
of
and get it a
course.
little smaller. But he was on 60 Minutes, and the interviewer was asking him questions like, "What is two times blah blah blah?" And he would just think it in his head.
So I'm hearing stock prices go up.
That's gonna be
I'm hearing this man's stock go up,
amazing.
so I'm gonna have to keep my eye on this guy
Yep.
because that's super. That's super interesting. that's that's on our way to Black Mirror, boop,
Yeah,
type
I
shit.
thought it was cool.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
neat.
then you won't even need phones really. I mean,
Hmm.
if you can get visuals going in your
Yeah,
head,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, Elon better catch up because all this Neuralink and jujitsu and all this other shit ain't saving you,
So
bro.
they just to talk about them a little bit, they've already kind of said that they're like planning,
Yeah, yeah,
like they're
yeah.
already in a planning stage. I'm like, Elon, why do you want to get your ass whooped?
uh,
Why? Why do you think it's a game? It's not a game.
this is gonna be interesting. I do have my money on the Zuck.
Yeah, I do
I do have
too.
my
Cause
money
he's
on the
not
Zuck.
playing. He's actually this is what he does in his spare time. He's got a freaking
Yeah,
what you call it, a ring in his backyard and stuff. So like,
my boss knows them like personally, and he's
yeah.
like, I'll do you there too, only to be the cameraman.
Okay. Well, can I be the referee or the girl that be like 1, 2?
The round girl.
Yeah. But I'm like, why do you think this is a game? It ain't no game.
Yeah.
We actually want to see you get your ass whooped.
Oh man. It's. Do you think, just since we're talking about him, do you
Hmm.
think his stock value drops, or any of their stock value drops? Like people start pulling money out of company depending on who loses. Do you think
I
it'll
think
go
there's
that far?
white boys gonna do what the white boys gonna do. So I think so. It's kind of giving me trading places thing. Like I bet you a
Oh,
dollar.
ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
they do.
Yes,
They have fuck you money to just say I bet you 10 million
dude. Oh, that's
stocks.
so.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do that all the time. I would too.
Pavlovian almost. That's gross. That's gross,
I
dude.
do that too. Do we have any updates with the Riverfront Brawl
Okay, so we know that Unc
with
was
the chair?
with the chair, Unc,
Yeah.
or some people I've seen on them said Grandpa, but I call him Unc.
Hmm.
He got arrested, right?
Yeah, he got arrested.
He got arrested. We do have the other family members of the other family, of the ones that got their asses whooped. They turned themselves in.
Yeah, like the daughter was the last one turning herself in. The dad did, and then
Yes.
the two sons, and
Yes.
then the mom. Now today or a couple of days ago, my guy with the chair, he got arrested.
Yeah.
He already out. It was within hours. He out.
Yeah, free Unc.
Somebody said, here, what's the bond? What is it?
What is it? We got
Yeah,
that.
if y'all really want to see a good like
That's
kind of
amazing.
reenactment, watch Harlem Nights, and you'll see Richard Pryor like, "Oh, I'm here to bail 25 people out." They kind of use that
Yes.
like little scene on
That's
Harlem Nights
beautiful.
to show how somebody would come and bail out all the black people
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
after
yeah.
that. But yeah, we'll see. Like there, we know that there's going to be punishment for hitting old
I mean, they started it.
bitch with
They
a
started it
damn
first.
chair and all that. But for me, it would have been worth it.
Oh yeah, no, it's
It's
worth
worth
it.
it.
But at the end of the day, also, if his bond's getting taken care of like that, he's gonna get taken care of after.
I really hope so. Yeah,
I feel like we've got enough camaraderie out of this. We've
we
seen
need
some
to.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Maybe it could bring us a little closer together. I mean, though there was some ruckus, it was worth the
it
ruckus.
was worth it because now you know not to fuck with us.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
rewatched the video today and I
Oh, I
was just
loved
like,
it.
I got pissed all over again. I'm
So
like,
good.
it kind of feels like alcohol being involved, white privilege being
Very much
involved.
so. Very much
This
so.
man's trying to do his job. You can see he's going back and forth with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So once he threw that hat up and called
yeah.
out to the ancestors, everybody
It's
came running.
it's very upsetting for like the first like 40 seconds,
Yeah, I'm
45,
like,
maybe
what's
even
wrong?
close to the minute. But then as soon as the hat touches that sky and they start converging like the Avengers, it turns into one of the greatest movies I think I've ever saw,
I saw
or short
when
films.
he pulled his hat to the back. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
he's
he get
like
ready.
whatever. And then when he threw the hat up, he was like, okay, I'm off the clock.
Yeah.
So
Amen,
what you
bro.
want to do?
Word. Yo, I love it.
I really hope that justice will be served because he was just doing his job.
Yeah, yeah.
And you guys, again, a mixture of alcohol, a mixture of some white pride, white privilege.
Yeah.
Y'all thought y'all can do this, get away with it,
Word.
and we'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll see.
Because we saw in Detroit, a black man with a chair
It's
hitting him.
happening.
I was
It's
like,
happening. The memes with them hanging off the side of, and they got the thing. I've seen the chair with the laser. I've seen it all, man. I've seen them going through the store, and he's like, "So this one's our new model," and he's
okay, which one do you
showing them
want?
around.
So
So I mean, hey, we gonna do what we gonna do.
yeah, we'll get. I'm waiting for some more updates,
We'll
so
see.
I'll just keep it coming for everybody. The last thing I wanted to talk about, just for housekeeping, was that the Lakers are set to unveil a statue of Kobe Bryant.
That's cool.
Yeah, it will be August 8th, 2024.
Mm.
It's going to be outside of the crypto.com arena, and it will also commemorate his daughter Gigi as well.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I wasn't laughing at the statue. I was
Was
laughing
it
at the
the
fact that it's still called
crypto.com?
Crypto.com because of the big Sam Bankman-Fried thing. As some news,
Could they take the .com off?
they can't.
Oh, God.
Heard some news. Since you did say the crypto thing, Sam Bankman-Fried, the man who did that entire big FTX crypto
Hmm.
scandal with Crypto.com and all that other
Yeah.
stuff, he is going to jail for intimidating witnesses.
Oh, is he Italian?
Um, is he Italian? Jesus Christ.
You know how they, how they used to get down. They how they be like, we from Vegas.
No, but he was threatening people from like his residence, or basically because he's
Mm.
staying with his mom and all that, right? White privilege and stuff. Anyway, he was threatening like he was like leaking documents and telling people to like look for people. He was leaking his ex girlfriend's
Because he's
information, and
younger too.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
young idiot, but she's also his ex girlfriend was also one in the middle of the whole thing.
Mm.
She's actually going to testify against him. So
Oh
it's not
yeah.
looking real good for Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried, or Sam Bankman Fraud, if you want to call him that too.
Oh Lord.
Uh,
Oh
but
Lord.
but yeah, he's going to jail for intimidating witnesses before his trial's even gone through. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm very interested to see what kind of example this is going to set for crypto in the future.
Because nobody wants to. There are people who want to still do crypto. I'm like, it's so like, don't
Yeah,
do
I
it.
don't trust it.
Yeah,
I've
don't do it.
I have friends who've lost some,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm glad I haven't put my money in that. I'd rather play the actual stock market with some funny money when I get some funny money. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, when if it becomes tied to the U.S. dollar in any way, shape, or form, in like the gold standard or some shit,
Hmm.
or like it's regulated like in one way, shape, or form, then I can start dabbling. You know what I mean? But
Right.
until then, I'm cool, fam.
Yeah. It's
I'm
so
cool.
nasty.
Too volatile.
Do you want to tell the baby girls what we're gonna be
All right,
talking about
let's do
today?
this. So, um, you seem to tell me that I'm a know-it-all, right?
You are.
Fuck
Y'all,
off.
he is.
I do know a lot of things. So these are some facts that I might not know, right? You're gonna give me some facts that I might not know, and this is basically like a challenge in a way.
Well, some things you may, some things you may not,
And
and
this
this
should
is,
be interesting for them too,
yeah, for
right?
everybody.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm always somebody who's like, do you know that blah blah blah?
You do
So
come up with some of those where I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I did not know that.
yeah,
Or you do the random like celebrity information, which is
yeah,
wild
like,
to me.
oh, Dr. Martin Luther King, Uncle Samuel King, birthday today, and I just be knowing certain things. I just be knowing certain things. So
You a fool, yo.
okay, now this first thing I'm going to tell you, I told you this about a month ago, but
Oh,
other people may not know this. So with the song "I'm Missing You" by Case, at the end
right.
when he's like, "I can't sing no more,
I can't sing no more.
baby." Yeah, yeah. So he had an interview and said he was dealing with laryngitis and he was singing the song in the studio and he was trying to tell the engineer, I can't sing no more. My voice is going out.
Wait, so did he genuinely sing the entire song? I don't remember
Yeah,
if I asked you with laryngitis in it.
yeah,
So the cut we listened to, it's laryngitis full.
yeah. And then at the end, he was like,
Wow.
okay, it's going on. That's why he was
Okay.
like, I can't sing no more,
That is still really fucking cool to
baby.
me.
And then after that, after he said baby, you don't hear him anymore. It's just the
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's all you hear.
Yeah,
So
okay.
he doesn't sing anymore after that.
That's
So they just cut
crazy.
it there. I don't know if he had more to sing or they were gonna have him do a little bit more ad
But
libs.
think of how perfect that ending is to
That
that
was
song, right? Because it's almost like he's confessed enough by the end of the
that
song,
makes that's what I thought it
right?
was. I
Because
was
that's what
like,
I felt. But to
yeah,
know that it's like an Easter egg from a video game. I like that. That's a good one.
yeah. So if you guys want to listen back to Case, I'm Missing You,
Hmm.
listen to the end because
That's my
he's
shit
like,
too.
and he was like, yeah, I had laryngitis and my voice just went out.
Great karaoke
So
song.
I was like, oh, have you done karaoke to that?
Oh yeah.
He be thinking he be a singer,
I can
So
sing. I had a better voice until
that's what they all
Hachu.
say.
And no, we can talk about that.
Okay, so the next one, some people know this, some people just recently found this out,
Okay.
but a lot of people don't know that Bobby Brown was supposed to be the original Powerline for the Goofy movie. If you notice too, I
Wait,
think
really?
so. The director was really he loved Bobby Brown. He
Oh
loved like
shit.
Prince. So he actually drew up the character to look like Bobby Brown. If you notice with the two lines on the
Yeah,
side,
but I always
high
thought that
top,
was
just a '90s
what?
thing or late '80s
You
thing.
are blowing my mind with this one because I had no idea.
Yeah. So and Bobby Brown actually, he did some of the songs already. So he had cut some music.
Oh shit! I wonder if they're out there,
I
or
don't
maybe they're in the like
know.
the vault. Maybe they're in the
Probably
Disney
Disney
vault.
locked they
They
locked
locked that
down.
shit up for real,
So
for real.
he they say he cut some of the music, but because of drug problems and stuff, they cut him and then they got Tevin Campbell.
Good choice still.
I still like Tevin Campbell. Yeah,
It's still a
he's
good choice. I mean,
yep.
Powerline is. I don't think it would be the same Powerline without Tevin, to be honest.
I love his voice for it. Bobby Brown has a little bit. I don't know if it would
Raspy.
have.
He's got the
And it's
raspiness.
a child movie, so we need a little bit of a maybe lighter voice to
Lighter, yeah,
it.
and he does it.
He
Just Tevin,
does.
he does it.
Hmm.
He just does it.
Now the image looks like Bobby Brown, so we like that too.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool. I had no
Some
idea.
people knew that and because
Huh.
it just recently came out, I think a couple years ago, where people were kind of finding that out.
That's really neat.
But
I
I
like that
love Goofy
that stuff.
movies, so
That makes me think of the Atlanta episode of
yeah, the last episode when
yeah.
they do the Goofy movie thing. If you guys have not seen Atlanta with Childish Gambino, watch it. There's 4 seasons,
I
I believe,
believe it's 4
and then the last episode is like them trying to reenact the backstory of the Goofy
of the Goofy
movie.
movie.
So
Yeah,
you guys
and
can actually look that up, and it make you feel like it's real, and it's not.
it's not real, but it feels so real.
Childish Gambino or Donald Glover, whoever you want to kind of call him, he has a way of you like, wait, was that real?
He's a genius.
Yeah,
He's a
just
genius.
like with Swarm.
Yeah,
People were like, was that real? I'm like, the story behind it is real, but like, there's a episode where they're reenacting
yeah,
the episode before,
yeah,
and
yeah.
people were like, was that real? Is that a real thing? It's not. He just has a way
Yeah, he
of
can tell a
making
story.
things.
That
Yeah.
man can tell a story.
Okay, this is one for all my cartoon fans in the 80s and 90s. We were
Okay,
90s babies, so
okay,
Uncle Phil was from Fresh Prince of Bel Air,
right.
was Shredder from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I knew that
You knew
one.
that one, and I feel like you
Yes,
would because
I am a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan.
exactly, you're a gamer, you're a fan. Anybody who used to watch Ninja Turtles in their
Yeah,
draws on a Saturday morning,
word.
eating their cereal.
Speaking of which, if I may,
Hmm.
The Last Ronin, is a comic for TMNT.
Hmm.
They're getting a video game version, I think, in this next year or so. It's one of the grittiest and darkest versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So ain't some of them supposed to die or something?
Yeah, 3 of them are
Yeah.
dead, and we get to find out who the last one is remaining by the end of the comic. I won't ever spoil it, but it's so worth the story, and I'm excited for that game. If it has an M rating, I am buying it day one. It
Okay.
has to have an M rating because it's an R-rated movie for per comic.
Okay.
That's the type of comic book it is.
Okay.
It's dark, so that made me happy. Good one.
And you know what? When he got offered this, he was like, I had to learn how to make my voice like
Mm.
Shredder. Like he's like so different. He was like, I give it up to voice actors. He was
Yeah,
like, because you have to like make that character come alive.
you do. You do.
So some people did not know if you are an original
Mm.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan.
That's really neat. Yeah,
Uncle Phil
love it.
from Fresh Prince of Bel Air was Shredder.
Super cool.
Okay, for any of my rock fans,
Okay.
the Ozzy Osbourne bat biting head thing.
Yeah.
So when he did that at the concert in '82,
Yeah.
and bit that the bat's head, he actually thought it was a rubber bat. He must have been high off of LSD, drinking all that. He says that during that concert, a fan threw the bat up to him on stage. He thought it was a rubber bat until he bit it and felt the head twitching.
Oh Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ!
So that's when he realized it was real. He probably just went with it. He was on all that shit.
You're Oz. You're the Oz. You have to go with that.
I think the misconception was like, oh, crazy white boy, 80s, 70s, 80s. He biting off heads and being weird and stuff like that. He thought it was a rubber bat, but who have a rubber bat in their pocket?
Hey
How they
man,
even bring a bat in, I have no freaking
there's been
idea.
some real crazy shit I've seen online
How that
about
happened?
different types of metal bands doing those types
They
of
don't have
things.
like the metal detectors or nothing at that time. Who
I
knows?
don't
The
think they cared
'80s.
back then. I don't think
Yeah,
they cared back then. It's not that big of a thing now. I mean, now people are just throwing their phones to hope to get that
brawls. I
shot.
think Drake got like double D brawls thrown
Yeah,
at him
those
and stuff.
things that
Yeah,
which is still I think bullshit because you can hurt somebody. But like back then it was just like you go for it. And rock and metal and shit like
yeah.
that
They
was
just.
super rebellious and
Hmm.
like underground in certain ways and like niche.
Hmm.
That I mean, a lot of that shit was just accepted and then looked at like, like fucking legendary.
Yeah, and then I think a lot of people was like, "Oh, damn, he's so fucking crazy," but people don't realize he didn't mean to do
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy to know that like it wasn't planned. I
Yeah,
had no idea about that, so that's a good one. Is wow.
I think, and then if you notice, he just kind of leaned into that. So we see him
Yeah,
on
you
like
got
the
to.
movie Little Nicky, like he's like, okay, I'll
You
bit
got
the head
to.
off.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You're the Oz, dude.
Yeah,
You're
he's
the
like,
Oz.
have you noticed though about rock?
Hmm.
We don't really got rock anymore. Have you
Hmm.
noticed that?
Yeah.
That's
Nothing
crazy.
as mainstream as you would think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had all
I have
these
taken
bands,
notice of
Guns
that.
N' Roses. We had all these rock bands, and it's
Like
like
arena
deflated.
rock and
Yeah,
shit like that.
and
Not
it's
anymore.
not.
Not a big
They
thing.
thought that about hip hop, but guess what? We 50 years in to
Happy
hip hop.
birthday. That passed. Yeah, you're right. Happy
But
birthday.
damn,
Yeah.
rock, like I would have thought it would have kept going too. Like
Yeah. It's
I don't
not I
know.
don't know, it's not dead, but
It's not dead,
it's
but
definitely
it's
dormant. It's
yeah
definitely
as
sleeping.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
and I think a lot of people thought it was gonna keep going,
Mm.
but we're proving some of our grandparents right when they were like this loud music and trashy women and it's not gonna last, and it didn't low key last. It lasted for a
Yeah,
while,
it
but
faded.
yeah, it faded.
Yeah, it definitely faded.
Okay, so you may know this or you may not. A lot of
Okay.
people don't know this.
Okay, let's go.
With the Matrix,
Mm.
that digital scrolling in the beginning and the end of the Matrix
Mm.
was actually symbols from a sushi cookbook.
Wow.
Yeah, so that mysterious coding.
Okay, so I heard of that before,
Okay.
and I've always thought it was a rumor. I always thought it was
Mm-mm.
a rumor, and I always just thought it was just a random number generator in the background. To know
They
that
said,
sushi shit on the. I've had that on so many things in my life.
yeah,
What the fuck? That's
that's what they said. If anybody can debunk me or whatever,
that's
then,
funny.
but that's what
That's amazing. Uh.
I said. What? I said, that's what's up.
That's cool. I mean, there's those other ones that we know about the Matrix, right? That like Will Smith was supposed to end up playing
Well,
Neo.
let me get into that later. I'm gonna get into some Matrix stuff later.
Oh, are
Yeah, I
you?
got you on some other Matrix stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. The Cosby Show.
Oh, okay.
So
Hit me
we
with
know
it.
the oldest child, Sandra.
Right.
She actually the original Sandra was going to be Whitney Houston.
No fucking shit.
They had gave her the role like, hey, do you want to? We think this will be great for you. This is before she really even started singing. So
No
she had the
shit.
little curly fro little thing going. They
Really?
said, do you want to play Sandra? We got a show called The Cosby Show coming out with Bill Cosby. Do you want to play? She said, listen, I can't because my mom said I'm gonna be a big star. I'm working on my music career.
Yo,
She said
that
no.
is wild.
Yes.
Okay, personally, I love hearing stories about like near miss opportunities and where they go.
Hmm.
I love hearing stories about that. Where like, oh, I was gonna do this, and then it fell into that guy's hands, and then it did. That movie just blows the fuck up or some shit.
I like this story that she was confident enough knowing that it
I
was
love
Bill
that.
Cosby at the time because he's
Yeah.
a major comedian from the 70s up. So this is
Right. Right.
80s, and she could have took the opportunity, but she said, you know what? I have faith in my voice.
Forging my
My
own path.
mom said that I'm going to be a big star.
Yeah.
I got to work on this. No, even though I know this could be a big thing, I'm pretty sure she knew it was going to be big, but she said my
Yeah.
career going to be bigger.
Definitely, she knew it was gonna be
So
big.
I like that risk because it wasn't like oh, you fucked up, you should have took that. No, it
As a
wasn't.
man who loves to bet on himself, that speaks to me
Mm,
completely.
yeah.
Speaks to me completely. I totally love that. Totally get it. I just it's just so mind blowing that you know how I think about science and multiverses and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There was a universe where she is playing Sandra out there, bro.
I mean, she had so many acting jobs and
That's
stuff like that.
crazy,
So she's like, I'm gonna do some acting,
right?
but my career gotta come first.
That's so cool. That's
And
so cool.
is Sandra really a big character? Let's be honest. We didn't see Sandra until second season. It felt like,
She still
and
plays a pretty pivotal character.
she
She still
wasn't
does.
as big to me as Lisa Bonet's character, as um, Malcolm Jamal Warner's character. She was really like the one that I felt like nobody was like, I would be that person.
I
Even people
mean,
would be like Vanessa more than it was Sandra to me
you can
until she got
you can
married.
see yourself in anybody. I being a huge dumb fan of that fucking series. She is important for like story beats later.
Yeah, it was just
It's
like,
just later.
yeah, they had to grow her because Lisa Bonet was leaving, so they had to grow her.
Pregnancy and
Yeah,
Cosby being a douchebag. You raped people.
right.
Trash can.
So I'm gonna get a little bit off of the cultural or
Okay.
the, like the
Pop culture.
pop culture
Okay.
stuff. I'll give you a couple of things outside of that.
Let's go.
So we are more creative in the shower. The warm water increases the flow of dopamines and
Yes.
makes us more creative.
Yes.
So I think some people are like, "Oh my god, I just thought about that in the
Yeah.
shower." You could be just, some people brush their teeth.
Yeah.
Some
There's
people
that's
washing
where
up.
that like little thing where like the dude's in the shower and then an idea
Mm-hmm.
light bulb comes from. Like most people do come up with creative ideas in the shower.
I didn't even
I've
think
known
about
that.
that. I never really thought
Yes.
about that. I know
Mhm.
you sit and think though. You're washing up and you're like,
Yeah.
you do get the time. I never thought about that though.
Yeah.
It didn't cross my mind.
Remember when I was doing that time off from when back in the day when I was working at that old shit job
Mm-hmm.
and I would stay in the bathroom but I had like notebooks and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So the
All the
dopamine was just
time.
pew 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 pew
It was
pew.
just video game stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the time.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. So that kind of was a
That is
thing
cool.
for me.
It lets you know how biomechanical we are as human beings. Like you could do a thing to raise something.
Yeah, in your
Isn't it cool
body,
in
it
your body?
stimulates your,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
certain
And get
things.
something extra out of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay, so before we had toilet paper, as Americans, what do
Cool.
you think we used?
Our hands?
That's gross.
I know. Pretty nasty.
I can't speak for the rest of the world, but Americans, before there was toilet paper, we use corn cobs.
That's also very
Ooh,
terrible.
that hurt. Ah, my booty.
Oh,
My booty.
wait, bro. Okay,
Corn
hold on.
cobs.
You that is gotta be the sick. Like I've already never liked corn in my life,
You wait to eat it and then you.
so now I'm never really gonna understand corn the same. Like I'm just gonna look at it like,
It already doesn't digest. It's like, listen,
heck.
eat it and then wipe your ass
Yeah,
with
we
it.
already know it doesn't digest, and people back then were wiping their ass with it. So,
It was the pilgrims.
correct. Disgusting.
Okay,
I'll take a banana leaf, please.
I want to talk about Google a little bit. So, Jennifer Lopez
Oh.
inspired the creation of Google Images.
The dress.
Yes, she wore that infamous
The
green dress in
dress.
2000
Yes.
at the Grammys with Diddy, and
Right.
the search engines added the function because so many people
Look
were
for it.
looking for pictures of her
Yes, I
outfit.
do. Yes, I do recall hearing that before.
I never heard that.
Yes.
I was like,
the
oh,
dress. That is a thing.
I love that.
That is a thing.
It
Yes.
was like sixth grade, and I was like, oh, I wish I had no. I did have a chest. Let me stop. I had a big old chest in sixth grade, so I was like, at that time, I feel like, yeah, I was like, I could probably rock that dress.
That's amazing.
My young self. Where I'm going? Where I'm
Yeah,
going?
harlot.
Yeah, harlot. Okay. The voices of Mickey and Minnie Mouse
Okay.
got married in real life.
No fucking.
Yeah, so they were
Oh,
really a
that's
couple.
so poetic and adorable.
They were really a couple.
That's so cute.
Wayne Al Wine, who
Okay.
played Mickey, and then Russie Taylor, she played Minnie Mouse.
Mm.
They were wed in 1991.
Okay.
And Russie, she played the voice. Well, both of them played the voices from '86 to, well, Russie played until 2019. Wayne had died in like 2009, so they stayed married until he died.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. So that, but you know what? I was
They
thinking,
were literally them.
but the voices is like y'all not in the same place when y'all doing your voiceover. So like, did y'all just catch each other in passing, or what happened?
No, I mean that doesn't matter. They could just be them at any point in time.
She must have liked how his voice sounded. He liked her. Oh, what she sound like? She sounded a little mouse.
That's so fucking
That's so
cool,
cute.
dude.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
So-
like one of those moments where you're like, that
Yeah, Disney had like crowned
Heartwarming.
them the legends or something back in like 2008, I think, right before he
That's cool.
died. Yeah, so they stayed
I don't know many
wed.
Disney facts, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
stayed together until Wayne died in 2009. But I thought that was cute. I was like, so Mickey and Minnie really were together. Merp.
that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. I have one last one. This is kind of like a honorary one.
All right.
Some people know some things about the Matrix, some people don't.
All
So
right.
the first thing I can throw out, because I think a lot of people know this,
Right.
is that of course Will Smith was supposed to play Neo,
Yeah.
and then we know that he still got the coin because Jada Pinkett ended up playing Niobe, so
Yeah. Yeah.
she got the coin.
It's still Matrix money out there.
A lot of people don't know that Aaliyah was in the Matrix Reloaded, and she had the contract for the third one as well.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Okay.
some people, especially
Oh
when
no
she
shit.
died, they thought that she was supposed to play Niobe. But
Ah.
she actually was playing Link's wife Z.
Oh
She had already
shit.
filmed everything. So the movie was done.
That's so. Oh, that
Yes.
breaks my fucking heart.
Yeah, so the movie was done, and she was on her way back from the Rock the Boat video
Right.
to film the third movie. But we, of course, know that the plane crashed,
Yeah. Tragic.
and they felt it was necessary to recast her. I would have just kept her in the movie, but but they did some last minute casting and they did all of her shoots different. And I've seen some of the images, and I was like, that was something that I didn't see in Matrix Reloaded.
Mm.
So I really wish they would have just gave it to her, and we could have just done with a new Z in the third one because that's what they did with the Oracle.
Yeah.
We switched out the
But there is
Oracle.
also a story beat to that. I don't know if they would be able to story beat Z's character. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
we all know what happened, so y'all might as well just left
Yeah.
her in. I feel like with the Matrix, if she would have lived, this would have
Damn,
skyrocketed
that is
her career.
that's tragic, but
Yes.
really cool to know that it's already filmed. So like if it's not like gone or anything like that, like somebody out there definitely has the footage and could watch that version of the movie.
Can we just put it out as like an anniversary?
Nah, I doubt they would. Maybe if it becomes a thing, later where they can include it in like bonus content or some shit. But like we don't even get notice how we don't get that type of shit anymore.
No, that sucks. I hate that.
Even
Yeah.
when you buy something digitally now, there's no bonus content, there's no extra shit. Like there is like you have to go get a Blu-ray, but those are dying slowly.
I still get Blu-rays.
They're dying super slow right now,
They're
by the
slow,
way.
but I have a DVD player, so there's some times when Wi-Fi go out and stuff. I might, I'll pop in my DVDs.
Right. It's interesting that I mean, yeah, we get convenience out of these streamers and stuff. Sorry for the tangent, but like we lost a lot of stuff that we got with the full deal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We gave up a lot to just get
Hmm.
the convenience of a button at home.
You know what I noticed too? I was watching TV and I was looking at something that looked good, and I was like, and I saw it said 2 hours and 13 minutes. I was like, so this is a movie? I thought it was a show. I'm more looking forward to shows now than movies
Yeah,
because I
most
want
people
the
are.
longevity of things. I
Yeah,
can invest it. I started, me, I started talking to the TV. I was watching. If anybody watches the Summer I Turned Pretty, I love that show. They're on season 2. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime. I'll be like, I'm Team Jeremiah.
I
Like
have
I'll be
no idea what that
talking.
show is.
I'm gonna get you on it. But I talk to the TV.
Mm.
So I'm like,
I'm
dang.
a movie fan. I think more, but that's just mostly because I know what goes into movies,
Yeah.
and I just have so much more respect, as you do, for that stuff now. And I like having the challenge of being able to tell a story in a succinct
Hmm.
story in a limited amount of time. Um, that's what the appeal of movies are to me. And then having the bonus content is just an extra to see how the sausage was made. And I love that type of
Yeah.
stuff with the ideas. I miss that type of stuff, and I wish we could get that a lot of that back, but it won't happen. We're
Yeah.
too knee deep in now.
I did go on YouTube and watch some interviews with Jada Pickett and then Harold Perrineau,
Yeah,
who played Link, and I just like, man, I remember when she died, and years later when they talked about her being supposed to be in it, I thought she was supposed to. She didn't film, or she may have filmed just a little bit,
mm.
and the misconception of I thought she was supposed to be Niobe,
Right. Of course,
but
everybody is.
her being Link's wife, I was like, that's a mind blow for me. There's another one. This is the last one. Madonna was supposedly
Yeah.
supposed to be in the Matrix. Now she never. unveils what character, but people speculate it was supposed to be a Trinity,
Trinity. Yeah.
and I say hell to the no.
Most people do. Most people suspect that
It
it was supposed
makes
to be
it
Trinity.
seem like it would. I'll say hell to the no.
Yeah.
We don't need Madonna to be
I've
Trinity.
heard of that one before,
I did
and I thought
not.
it was. I've always thought that was like that.
That was some
That
bullshit.
would be a
But I
terrible
think with the
thing.
brothers or sisters now, that they was probably like huge fans. So they're like, hey, do y'all want to do?
Probably.
Hey, Madonna, do you
Dude,
want to?
you shoot for the fucking stars when you write your
Yeah.
script, right? I want Michael B for this guy, and I want the highest paid other girl for this one. I want Zendaya for this.
You need people who have an open mind to your concept because
Yeah.
this movie was like it seemed weird.
Yeah,
So they
Keanu loved it.
yeah. So if you don't have an open mind and you can't see,
Yeah.
the what they say the forest for the trees, then
Yeah.
you can miss out some big opportunities because you'll understand it.
Fun fact about it, just so we can close off on one more Matrix fact.
Mhm.
He started training for the Matrix right after Speed,
Oh
and it was for
wow!
a while because
So
he had
he
to
knew it was
he had
coming.
no idea what the fuck like anything with like real true martial arts was, and then he started getting into it.
Oh wow!
Heavy, yeah.
You know what? That made me think about. Let me stop after this. But so Meteor Man with Robert Townsend, my favorite director.
Mm-hmm.
They just had their 30 years,
Yeah,
and he
congrats.
talked about him asking Luther Vandross at a party to be in his movie and play the bad guy. And Luther Vandross was like, "Yeah, tell me when it is." He was like, "Oh, it's gonna be in like 6 months." He left, lost the weight, which people didn't know it was for the movie. Yeah, and that was the only movie that Luther Vandross played in was Meteor Man.
That's epic, dude.
Hmm.
That's epic.
So we didn't gave a couple, like
Oh yeah,
12,
that was some cool
13.
facts. I like them.
Yeah.
I like them. You know what? Maybe when we do another fact episode, I'll actually have some for you as
Okay.
well. Maybe I'll come up
Blow
with
my
some
mind.
weird celebrity ones since that's like your jam. So because
Okay.
you had a couple in there for me, that was cool. I enjoyed myself.
Do you have any last words of wisdom before we head out for the weekend?
Hit the like button, subscribe, 5 stars on Apple and Spotify and all them.
Oh yeah, run it up, run all the videos. We have
I
like four
love
of them
y'all.
now.
And that's it. That's all I got.
You guys remember we drop our new episodes every Friday on all streaming platforms. Our visuals will be dropping every Sunday morning. So catch us on YouTube. Like he said, like, share, subscribe, hit the like button. Did I say that already? And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah.